Hola clase, ¿cómo están ustedes? Ray aquí con un video de orientación para nuestra clase en Canvas. So hi everyone, Ray here with an orientation video for our Canvas class, for our class in Canvas. No se preocupen, voy a hablar mayormente en inglés. Don't worry, I'll speak mostly in English para este video, for this video. So I want to go over to student view so that you can see what you see and that I can see what you see also. So here we are in the first module. This first module empieza aquí, Introducción Español Básico 1 en línea. Básicamente, Introduction to Spanish 1 online. Start here, Introduction to Spanish 1 online. So these particular items in the module, I'll go through each of them so that you can know what they're about. After that first module, you have 4 more modules, and they are the units from the textbook, the units that we'll be covering for this semestre. Unidad 1, Unidad 2, Unidad 3, y Unidad 4. There is an Unidad Suplemental, supplemental unit if we have time to get to that. Just depends on how the semester goes, how crazy it gets, we'll see. But aquí en la unidad de empieza aquí, and the start here unit, we have welcome, orientación, which is where you can find this video. Need help with Canvas? Probably we all do, I still do. Biografía del profesor, if you're interested in that, if you want to click on that, see. And then we have habla con el profesor. This should be interesting to you because it's a way you can contact me through Zoom. And about the text, it's about the textbook that you'll be using for this semester. Expressions for class. These are common phrases that are used as a student in Espanol. So I hope that you can click on that and we'll go through it together here on the video. If not today in this video, in a subsequent video. Recursos, there's a lot of bad resources out there. You may type in learn Spanish or whatever, and it will take you to Google or YouTube will take you to like some pretty sad places where the instruction is actually unhelpful. It's not helpful at all. It's actually bad instruction. So you're in the right place. And here we have mi primera tarea, my first assignment. So we'll talk about what you need to do there. Bienvenidos. There's a little video posted there also. So I want you to hear that I actually speak Spanish. And so maybe you've already watched that. Just made it a few minutes ago. And then we have Orientación, which is where you'll see this video. It's not there yet, but you'll see it posted there. It's just to get you orientated, whichever one you want to say. Need help with Canvas? There's a lot of info about it that we have here. So you can click there and scroll through there. Do go through these at your own pace. I'm going way too fast if you're trying to get it all in one fell swoop. Biografía, biography from Tulsa. When people ask, ¿por qué hablas español? Why do you speak Spanish? I ask them, why do you speak English? No, English speakers and Spanish speakers ask me that, but I say, well, I just learned it. I decided to learn it. And yeah, I figured I'm not from England and I speak English. I cannot be from Spain or Mexico and I speak Spanish. And so same for you guys. And if you are from España or Mexico and you don't speak Espanol, you're not to feel bad about that at all. So, you know, that doesn't make you, being a certain speaker of a language and the language itself, they're not one and the same. Being a citizen of a country, it doesn't mean that you speak the language. That's separate. So I like to kind of share that and preach that about language learning. I digress though about the text. Here you can find the textbook. Oh yeah, textbook, and it's free. Woohoo. So this is a little textbook. It's philosophy, and guess what? If you click here at the bottom, then you'll have the textbook. It's called Español Activo Uno. There's a dos. Yeah, it's the second semester, and then we have my first assignment. Oh, sorry, I skipped a few. Expresiones para salón de clase. This is a list of expressions that you might hear a professor say, or you might want to say in class. The one I get the most, let me zoom in a little bit, is, actually, this is not the ones that you would say, but the one that I would say the most is lee or lean, escuche, escuchan, or escuchen. These are all forms, or these are mandates, right? Repiten, repitan, haz, hagan, hablen. You hear me say those quite a bit, especially if you're in the physical classroom. But I will also say them in recordings that I upload here to Canvas. So yeah, this is listed incorrectly. I'll fix it. These are expressions that you actually might use. I might use them, but mainly it's students that come to me and say this. How do you say? It's usually a student who says, this so-and-so, this guy or so-and-so was in line and he said this to me. It's usually a young lady that comes to me and says this. And she asks, ¿Cómo se dice? And whatever the word was. And I usually say, yeah, you don't want to mess around with that person. You want to steer clear of that person. But this list, it's good to know it. Let's just repeat it. Try to repeat it the best you can. If you don't sound exactly like me, then that might be a good thing. But if your pronunciation is not where you want it to be, we'll keep working and you'll eventually get there. With some hard work, you can do it. ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Qué quiere decir? That a little bit slower, right? ¿Qué quiere decir? ¿Qué significa? Más despacio. No entiendo. You can write these in your emails, or you can say them in a Zoom call that you may want to do with me. It's always good to practice. And so that'll be critically important for you guys to practice with someone, because you're online and you're not in the physical classroom. Recursos, as I said, you have lots of bad ones out there, but these are some good ones. Yeah, and I recommend them. It says YouTube, but when you go to YouTube, don't just look for any videos that claim to teach Spanish. You want to look for Naam, and there are a few more that I'm going to add. Hablemos Español is one. There's some other ones that are very good. So what about your first assignment? What is that about? Well, it's a three-parter. Okay. Yeah. So the first part, you just want to email me at arsnani@raider.rosa.edu. Make sure it says Raider. And this lets me know that you're able to access your email, right? And I'll just let you know that I got it. You can type it in Espanol or in English. Getting to know you, you want to click here and participate in a brief discussion. You just want to answer these questions. You can answer them in Espanol or in English. And your Zoom presentation. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is so that everyone knows how to use Zoom to record and Zoom video and upload that video to Canvas for credit, because we will need to do that as part of an evaluation. We'll do it on 4 separate occasions. Okay, so that's your first assignment. It's a 3-parter. It's due at 5 de septiembre. And we have 4 modules here. Unidad 1, Unidad 2, 3, y 4, and each module begins, the layout is basically the same. There's not much difference. So we begin with metas. At the end of this unit, you'll be able to do these things. It says that for all 4 metas, they're different, all 4 modules. Each unit, it's different. It's a different set of goals, of course, but you'll see that at the beginning of each module. Then we have apuntes de la unidad. I'll go to this first one. Here, I'll also place this video here and the notes for this video here. Orientación, todo about el mundo hispano y un poco de introducción a la primera unidad. A little bit of introduction to the first unit. So, then we have actividades conversacionales. We will not necessarily, won't require these, but these are good to do on your own. I may provide a video or two to help you with instruction, but these are things that you should try to get with a partner, a Spanish speaker, or someone who's learning Espanol to do to practice your Espanol. Yeah. And if you want feedback on that, maybe send me a video of yourself speaking Spanish with your partner and doing these exercises. Or if you want to do a Zoom call, we could do that exercise together. There's many options that you could choose there. Now, here are two sections that are super important, probably the most important after your notes. So you have prácticas, which is where you go to do your assignments. Let's look at it. You have all the assignments listed here. They're about anywhere from 25 to 30 for each unit. So you can see that there are about that many here. There may be a little bit more for this first one. But the first group is due el 19 de septiembre. So you have vocabulario 1, vocabulario 2, comparación cultural, y vocabulario 3. So those things are due on the 19th of September. It seems like it's a long time away, but it'll be here before we know it. And then there are things due el 26 de septiembre. So after you complete those prácticas, by the way, I would allow about 5 to 10 minutes, 5 at the least, 10 minutes, probably for each of those assignments, if you're wondering how you're going to time manage. At the end of each unit, we'll go to en resumen. So you've done the prácticas, you've read the notes, you've done the prácticas, and you're ready to have the evaluaciones, or do the evaluations. So there are quite a few here now. I don't think I have uploaded it yet, so I will take you to, I'll let you see behind the scenes, and this is what you will see later on. Your evaluaciones will be somewhat interpersonal. And so I'll give you an example of the first one. Let's see if I can actually find it. So here is presentacional. This one is actually a recording of yourself. It's not you and a partner, but you want to introduce yourself, spell your name, indicate your age, tell who you are. You're basically where you're from. You want to present yourself, show yourself on camera. You don't want to have the camera off. The whole point is that we can see each other. So you want to prepare for that. But you're doing this in Espanol, and it also makes us all accountable to actually do the work and to show that we're actually the ones turning in the work. So that's evaluación presentacional. And I'm going to show you instructions for an interpersonal evaluation. Here it is. Evaluación interpersonal. So this first one, for example, students will work in groups of 2 to complete this assignment. Paso uno, or step 1, gather information on another student by asking him or her informally. What's that mean? Does that mean there's more than one way to say you? That's what it means. Ask them their name, their age, the place of origin, where they're from, and their phone number. So you may use actual information, or you could make it up, right? So the information's, we could get your real name and all that stuff if we want to, but we're interested in is knowing how well you have progressed in expressing these things, right? So paso dos, provide this information to the professor. Make sure you're using the third person, él or ella. I'm talking about your partner. So basically, you all make a video asking each other this set of questions. Who are you? What's your name? How old are you? Where are you from? What's your phone number? All that, of course, in Espanol. And then after you get that information, it's important to tell me. You can look at the camera and tell me, okay, this is so-and-so. This is Kevin. Kevin is so many years of age. He's from this place, and his number is this. So you're using first person, I, second person, you, and when you give the questions, and third person when you talk about your partner. So that's why this is not due until until late in September, right? So it's important that you do the first assignment. So this is all the technical things are out of the way. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to share with you concerning Canvas, get you oriented and get you in the mind set for what you need to do. I'm here to help. You can contact me via Zoom, and you can contact me via email. I'm not so great by phone, but I'm really eager to get started with the semester and see how well you guys and how fast you guys progress. Cuídense muy bien. Hasta luego. Take care and see you later.